Hey guys, Matt, Prime Analog Records. What I wanted to talk to you about today is I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop with all the storage finds. I added probably about, I think about 245 or 265, somewhere between that, to my permanent collection. Found a lot of stuff that I've not had, and things that are also all coming back and being repressed and all this stuff and digitally enhanced, where when you see remastered, basically that is they've gone through a digital process somewhere in that bunch. It's just what it is. I hate to say it, hate to break it to you, but that's what's going on. So anyway, at the risk of all that, here's what I wanted to talk about is my favorite box sets that I got this year, 2022. And it's pretty simple because I'm not a big box set fan. I think it's more money grab and it's getting more and more expensive. These are getting so over the top expensive, and you guys keep buying them. So you guys are driving the market. The market's not driving you. So you gotta come clean about it and recognize that that's what's going on. So without saying much more about that, I'll show you my favorite. This is my favorite box set that I got, and like I said, I'm not a big box set fan, but I had to get this because I'm such a big fan of Sting. The guy's a total genius. He was the driving force behind the Police, if you don't know, which I can't believe anybody on the VC wouldn't know that. But look how many albums there are here. This is quite a set, and it starts at the very beginning. It starts at the very beginning with Dream of the Blue Turtles. This is his solo, his freshman effort, and what an effort it was. It's got all the great songs on it that everybody knows. It's just an amazing piece of work when you think about it being his solo work. But he did so much work with the Police that it's fine. I mean, if you love someone, Set Them Free, Shadows in the Rain, The Dream of the Blue Turtles, Fortress Around My Heart is a huge radio hit. This has got just a who's who of jazz in it, including Branford Marsalis. So, that's pretty amazing. It's an amazing album. The next album that he did was this one here. I've got two editions of this album in my collection before it getting into the box set. And this has got Little Wing on it, which he redoes the song that Jimi Hendrix wrote. Be Still My Beating Heart, Englishman in New York, Fragile. Fragile is that's such an incredible song. I mean, it talks about, life, what life's about. Just an incredible piece of work. This is Soul Cages, and this is an amazing one also. It's just this is a beautifully done set. They put the whole collection, all of these are in polyline sleeves. One thing about the Sting stuff is you don't have to worry about is digital, because it is digital. Matter of fact, his was the first album that I ever saw that was, I'm trying to think if it was a Sting album or if it was a Police album, but it was the first album I ever saw that was DDD. Direct, it's digital, direct to disc. So, that's one of the things you don't have to worry about that. But these are CD quality sound, but still the richness of vinyl. They're real. I mean, this is just such an amazing set. Of course, this is an amazing one. If I Ever Lose My Faith in You, Fields of Gold, 7 Days, She's Too Good for Me, Shape of My Heart. I mean, God, it's just every one of these albums is just an incredible piece of work. And this is why I believe that box sets have some relevance, is because this is Mercury Falling. I believe that these have relevance because you have the ability to chronicle somebody's life work, and this man has done some amazing things. And I really don't. I really ain't greatest hits, but it's like I've got to go get that box set that's over at I think it's still at Target. I got to check before I drive over there, but it's on sale supposedly. But the Police Greatest Hits, but I mean, look how beautifully done that is. And Brand New Day is just another. The radio hit on it was Brand New Day. But After the Rain Has Fallen, 1,000 Years, Desert Rose. This, like I said, what this does is it really lends to his brilliance and how he kept remaking himself, and that's why he had and still has the career that he does. He just kept remaking himself and remaking himself. Like Sacred Love. And these are all along the lines of the primary album that was done, that he did. And this is Songs from the Labyrinth and The Gatefold. All the stuff you could ever dream to read will be in there. And it's just, this is what a box set should look like. It should be complete. And when you have a career like this, if on a winter's night, look at the quality of this box, of this one sleeve here. It's just incredible. And like I said, to beat a dead horse, this is what they should be. This is what a box set should be. It should be all inclusive of someone's career. And most of these people, what they're doing, see, this photograph is done by a friend of mine, Fabrizio Ferri. He's an Italian photographer. I should have noticed by this wall. He uses this wall a lot in his stuff. I've seen him photograph many people, including Laura Pausini, against that wall. And here's The Last Ship. Just beautiful. And the last one in the bunch is 57th and 9th. Just incredible. This is what I'm talking about, though, when I'm talking about albums. Our box sets should have this kind of quality, and they don't. I mean, it's sad, but you look over it like something that, what do you call it? Like Use Your Illusion 2. They're taking one song, one album, putting a bunch of rubbish on there they're really not completed. Charging $500 for it. This I got on sale from Amazon as a return, and I just knew I could not pass up on it. I mean, I thought I'd be an idiot all the way around if I passed on that, and I didn't. And I got it for $160, and for 16 albums, if you do the math, how can you lose? plus all beautifully done, beautifully recorded. And it's just a lot of care was taken in building this box set. And actually, Sting talks about this at length in online about it, about how he wanted to make sure this is a very complete set. It doesn't have fobs and DVDs and CDs and all this kind of stuff. This is for the purist, and that's what it was really done for, and there's no question about it. So that's Sting's box set. It looks like that. And if you are even remotely a Police fan or a Sting fan, you should run out and go get that. The other box set that I got this year that I was incredibly happy with, and there's a few, I don't want to say they're really gimmicky, but they're really well. This whole box set and everything that was done, it was very care laden. It was done well, and that's Harvest, Neil Young, and it's not a giant box, but it's big enough. It's substantial. It takes up some ways, some area on my speaker over there where I put my box sets. Of course, I repackaged it, even though these came in poly sleeves. Like I said, it was very well done, and they're in poly sleeves. But I always put my stuff in the Storage Solutions sleeves, the double dual pocket. So I've got the record here, and here it's beautifully recorded from master tapes, no question about it. It's very detailed. There is in here. There's a DVD in here. Like I said, I'm not so against stuff like this. If you're really a super fan, I'd say I'm a pretty big fan of Neil Young and all his work, because he's very meticulous. He's a perfectionist, and he doesn't just go it's good enough. It's the same reason why I love Gino Vanelli. You can clearly hear in these musical renditions that it wasn't good enough, and that we have to do it 50 takes. We don't just strip things together. Let's start all the way over and let's get it right. They have a poster in here. It's I mean, I'll never do anything with it, but it's the band. I should fill the frame. But I usually keep everything intact the way it is. The main reason, I think if you heard me before talk about it, the main reason why I bought this is because not because of the actual album, although they did a meticulous job on that too, on the original album, the Harvest album. But I wanted these Neil Young BBC in concert in '71 on vinyl. And I've never seen this, and I could not have this. I've seen this broadcast. I've seen it, but I've never heard it on vinyl. And so that was a big deal for me. Here's a signed and numbered picture of Neil Young. And then we have this beautiful book. This is a book. It's a hardcover book. It's beautiful. The photography in here is really beautiful. I don't know if I can show so much. Everybody knows that picture there. Let's see if I can move out. I might move this around. You have this. So it's Harvest 50, and there's it's laid out in the what I want to call it, the deja vu way that Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young did, and it chronicles other works that he's done and talks about the album and sessions and things of that nature. There's a lot of information in here, and I mean, if you like to read, this is with how small this font is. This is a full-length read. It's a lot of stuff about the making of and also his life, and I mean, they're detailed stories, which I think is really neat. And like I said, those are my two favorite. I'm not going to go through every single page, but I hope I wet your whistle and you go out and get that, because that's very well worth having in your collection. I think that Neil Young is a very important artist for all of us. Politics aside, what he's doing about the Joe Rogan thing, and talking about disinformation and all this kind of rubbish. With all that stuff aside, who cares? I mean, he's Canadian too, so really, honestly, you can't. He's just trying to interject his little bit of power at the end of his life. But I think he's got some amazing masterworks that he's done, and you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater on this kind of things. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. I hope to talk to you very soon. In the new year, I've got a whole new batch of other music coming. So, with that said, I wish everybody a happy new year and lots of great record finds, and keep on spinning those records. Talk to you soon. All my best.